I was asked, what do you want to be? And anything from firefighter to astronaut, I'm sure was said by all. But for me, I wanted to be an antique store owner, a bakery owner, landscape architect, piano teacher. And then when I was 17, I knew without a doubt I wanted to own my own Chick-Fil-A. But as I grew more in my understanding of the world and understanding of who I was, I knew it was more about who you wanted to be than what. And that was probably because of three particular things in my life that I believe I couldn't recognize myself without. And that would be how I was pushed and challenged in my faith, my Chick-fil-A journey, and then lastly, but not least, understanding of a growth mindset. And it's my hope throughout this speech that I can help y'all reflect on yourselves and realize that it's a choice of who we are, and we decide that. My biggest motivator was my faith, and is my faith, and it's based off, or one of my favorite verses that helps me remind me of this, and it's in Galatians, and it's not I who live, but Christ who lives in me. And so it is through this, this is my Bible, it is through this that I'm reminded that every breath I breathe and the life I live is through Jesus and the opportunities He's given me, and that helps me wake up and give 110%, and know that when I fail and I don't meet, and I'm not perfect, as that's such a daunting idea to others, I know that it's Jesus who completes that, and that He's there holding my hand every step of the way. It is in that striving to follow after Jesus' servant leadership that as I was at my first grand opening for Chick-fil-A, I realized that was the company I wanted to pursue, as it was a perfect avenue to live daily serving others. And it was also scary and such a unique choice for a 17-year-old to be so clear on, precise on, as I started pursuing that dream. And so as right now I'm a shift leader, I hope to become an operator one day. But also it helped me start facing my fears and growing in my confidence as well as leading others. But there was still one thing hidden, and that was this idea of a growth mindset. And while I may not have an object to represent it, such as my Bible or my name tag, I have myself being here today, as it's more of an idea, but something I've internalized of that each moment, whether good or bad, that happens in your life can better you. And not only did this help me spiritually and in my leadership journey, but it helped me realize I had this passion of developing others to become the best that they are. And just whenever I was 17 and I was a shift leader, I was already developing another leader at the store. And it was such a joy to be able to grow alongside another person, as it is never something that you reach into, as you're always growing. And it is through this idea of a growth mindset that really completes who I am, that it strengthened my faith and has pushed me even further in my journey at Chick-fil-A, that I get to decide who I am, and I've decided to be a follower of Jesus, and I've decided I wanted to own my own Chick-fil-A. And I hope that my reflection on myself has become an inspiration or an example of you being able to reflect on yourself and decide each day who it is that you want to be. Thank you.